So let's set the scene. It's, what, almost 1 in the morning? Your eyes are burning, your body feels heavy, and you know you have a 7:00 a.m. alarm just waiting for you. But you're still scrolling. You're not even really enjoying it anymore. You're just refusing to stop.
Yeah, that's the classic tired but wired paradox.
Yeah.
It's a miserable place to be, but what's so fascinating is that you aren't just failing to sleep. You're actively fighting it.
It really feels like a battle.
Yeah.
And looking at the research you pulled for today, this isn't just about bad habits or, a lack of willpower. It's a specific thing, right? It's called revenge bedtime procrastination.
Exactly. The term actually comes from a Chinese expression, ma vu sing aye.
Which means?
It translates to retaliatory staying up late. It first emerged as a response to that intense 996 work culture, working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week.
Wow.
The whole idea is that when your entire day feels like it's owned by other people, your boss, your family, your commute, the night is the only time left that feels like your own.
So for this deep dive, we're trying to figure out why we sabotage our own rest. Because logically, it makes absolutely no sense. I know I'll pay for it tomorrow, but I do it anyway.
Well, the thing is, you're not just fighting your own discipline. You're actually fighting a biological trap. The sources point to this mechanism called the wake maintenance zone.
The wake maintenance zone. That sounds a little intimidating. What is that?
It's basically this. About 2 or 3 hours before your natural bedtime, your circadian rhythm gives you this huge jolt of alertness. It creates a second wind.
Oh, I know that feeling. I'll be completely exhausted at 9 o'clock, but if I push through to like 10:30, suddenly I'm wide awake and feel like I could run a marathon.
That is the trap. Evolutionarily, it was probably a safety mechanism, one last burst of alertness before sleep. But if you ignore the sleep gate right after that zone, your body panics. It sees you being awake as an emergency.
An emergency, so it thinks, we're not sleeping, so there must be a predator out there.
Precisely. It activates the HPA axis, your main stress response system, and it floods your body with cortisol and adrenaline.
So that late night energy isn't real energy.
Not at all. It's chemical anxiety. You are literally running on stress hormones, which of course makes falling asleep physiologically impossible.
Okay, so our bodies are chemically stressed out. But there's a huge psychological piece here too. We called it revenge. Who are we even getting revenge on?
On the day itself, psychologists call it psychological reactance. When we feel like our freedom is being taken away by a packed schedule, we act out to get some sense of control back.
You're trading your physical health for psychological freedom.
It's a terrible trade, but in the moment, it feels worth it.
But why is it so hard to just make the rational choice? To just go to bed?
Because by 11:00 p.m., you are logically bankrupt. It's a concept called ego depletion. Just think of your self-control like a phone battery.
Okay.
You spend it all day long focusing at work, not eating the donut, dealing with traffic. By night, that battery is at 0%.
So what you're saying is going to bed actually takes more willpower than just staying on the couch scrolling.
Yes, exactly. Going to bed is an active process. You have to get up, brush your teeth, change clothes. Scrolling is passive. It's the path of least resistance.
And the dopamine hit from the screen is so much more appealing.
That's hyperbolic discounting. Your brain values that immediate reward way more than the abstract idea of feeling rested tomorrow.
Speaking of dopamine, we have to talk about the tech itself. The sources mentioned neurotransmitter war.
It's a war between adenosine, which is the sleep pressure that builds all day, and dopamine, which is the desire chemical from our screens. High dopamine activities literally mask how tired you are.
Right.
And there's a crucial distinction the research makes. Not all screens are the same.
You mean like watching a movie is different from doom scrolling on social media?
A huge difference. Watching TV is passive, but social media, video games, those are interactive. They demand input from you.
And that keeps your brain more active.
It keeps your brain in what's called high beta wave activity, a state of focused alertness. It delays sleep onset way longer than just passively watching something.
So we're depleted, we're stressed, and we're chemically overstimulated. How do we break this cycle?
You have to manage the friction. Right now, procrastination is easy and sleep is hard. You need to flip that.
So make scrolling harder.
Use app blockers. Put your phone in another room. At the same time, lower the friction for sleep. Get your pajamas ready. Turn down the bed before you even feel tired.
The sources also mentioned something called a digital sunset.
Correct. You have to cut off all interactive media 1 to 2 hours before bed. If you need a screen, fine, but make it a boring documentary or a slow show. You have to let the adenosine win the war.
It's still about reclaiming that agency, but doing it in a way that doesn't destroy your tomorrow.
And I'll just leave you with this one thought to mull over. We think of staying up as a rebellion, right? A way to stick it to our demanding lives.
Yeah, taking back our time.
But if that rebellion leaves you exhausted, sick, and mentally foggy the next day, are you really rebelling? Or have you just surrendered to a biological stress response?
Something to sleep on. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.